A D-pad podcast without Logan? What heresy is this?
The D-pad contains crude language, cringe humor, and suggestive themes. Viewer discretion is advised.
When the clock strikes 6:30, babe, we're gonna have a TV party tonight. Alright! We're gonna have a TV party, alright!
Alright, welcome to the D-pad. DZ Dog, you're with Austin Trench and Dragonking Mark. Fortunately, Logan could not be here today because it's past his beddy-bye time.
Yeah, because he's a little nerd, I guess.
Or he's just streaming and we weren't able to get his attention.
And he's streaming hentai, but it's not the good kind, it's the cheap kind.
Oh.
That was made in 1986.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you take off those leg warmers.
Alright, well, ready for some news?
This is a CBS News special report.
Anyone got any
Yeah,
news?
recently, a couple of weeks ago, one of the most disturbing abominations hit the airwaves.
Donald Trump again?
No, cloudy with the chance of meatballs, or as I call it, cloudy with the chance of no one asked for this.
Yeah. I don't know what they were thinking.
I thought they were going to do something really fun with this, and I was actually kind of excited for it. Sat down, 10 minutes in, my smile. It's kind of like that scene in SNL where that guy tries to do American Ninja Warrior but utterly fails, and they cut to a reaction shot of people losing all respect and faith in that person. That's literally what happened to me.
Yeah, I don't know why they tried to make a show of that, especially when the sequel's already been out for like, I don't know,
Maybe they
2 or 3
want to
years.
cash in on it.
Yeah, but it's been out for like a couple years by now. I mean,
And the continuity is kind of terrible because they're basically just rebooting everything.
Well,
yeah.
TV show, reboot. They could have done a lot better if they continued on with it from after the sequel or something, or some, I don't know. I mean, I never saw the second movie.
I mean, at least they keep some of the style faithful, but for the most part, it's just awful.
Yeah.
Legit, there are characters that are there that aren't supposed to be there until the movie.
Or
Like, they add characters.
Mhm.
They even add that the mayor has a son. It's just like, huh? This didn't happen in the first movie.
Maybe it's after the second.
It'd be it'd be disturbing, like he dies of like friggin' cancer or something, and the next one is just like, no, I have no son. It's just like, oh. That explains a lot, but the crime is for this film they didn't get Bruce Campbell to play the mayor.
Oh yeah,
But then again, he's off making a better television show.
yeah. Bruce.
Oh, Bruce. Please don't ever stop being schlocky. That's the reason people love going to the movies.
Yeah.
Instead of wasting their time watching mega-budget action pictures that actually fade into obscurity the moment they're released on DVD.
Okay, guys, hang on.
All right.
The series is a prequel during Flint's high school years.
That was college.
No, it's high school, and this show is notable for having a retcon of the events of the first movie. In the movie, Flint and Sam met in adulthood, whereas in the TV show, they met in high school. However, in the first episode, Flint says that if Sam ever moves away from Swallow Falls, he will invent a memory eraser.
I kind of feel that's a cop-out unless they actually do something really good with it, where it's just like, well, I'm moving away. It's like, oh, by the way, what? Think fast. It's like, bye!
Yeah.
He just like drop kicks her into a boat on the way out
Oh,
of there.
dear Lord.
Hey, that's what the humor feels like. It just feels so terrible. Like, the voice they got for Flint Lockwood, it sounds even older than Bill Hader's voice.
Really? Wow.
Guys,
What?
Hotel Transylvania, the television series. It's a prequel focusing on Mary's teenage years.
She was already a teenager! Well,
In vampire years.
In Vampire Years.
yeah.
Apparently
Still.
it's being shown in Toronto, in Canada first, before it comes out here.
You know what we never asked for? Big
What?
Bang Theory reboot or spinoff.
Einstein and astrology, it all started with the Big Bang. It all started with the Big Bang.
I didn't actually see what's going on in Big Bang Theory.
What's the point? It's just, oh hey Sheldon, you got
Yes, hello, I am Sheldon. I am Mini Sheldon. I am offensively autistic.
yeah. How's your comic book collection going? Yeah.
It is going good. Bazinger, I haven't fixed it yet. Buzzing Bee.
Ugh.
And at the end of the series, he just says Bazinga, and then you just hear 1,000 TVs being smashed in. Isn't it fucking stupid that show actually gets to go to Comic-Con?
Yeah, it really is.
When these people are not even nerds. They're just like, we just look nerdy, but we like sports cars and shit.
Yeah, it's like in the 80s when everything had to be like hip-hop and rap.
And they don't even dress like nerds. Like, nerds don't dress like that. You guys dress way too clean.
That's right. You need to look vaguely homeless to an extent.
You need to look like a normal person who just woke up.
Yeah, exactly.
Basically, you're a person that dresses like Dante Hicks in the first couple minutes of Clerks. It's like, it's not even my day. I'm not even supposed to be here today. It's like, that line just sums up my whole life. Yet I am supposed to be there.
Yeah, so it's basically Sheldon as a kid. Like, he's 9 years old. And he's going to high school in East Texas. Oh my god, they're going to be filming this in my state. No.
And then they're going to make a shit ton of money off of it. And then they're just going to keep making it because the real people who watch it aren't nerds. They're people who want to understand us.
Mm-hmm.
It's a stalker fetish nerd thing. It's kind of like that skit in Robot Chicken where they say, "What the hell?" It's like goes up a nerd going, "I got laid, I got laid. Come on a message board on the internet." Oh my god! I'm like, seriously, this show's been going on since I was like in high school, I think.
Yeah.
And
Senior year for me, I think.
when the whole joke is people going, haha, they laugh, they like stuff that we think is stupid.
Pretty much. It's really patronizing, but yeah, it sells, I guess.
Corporate whores. By the way, corporations watching, please fund me in my future projects. I love you. I love you like JonTron loves making bizarre statements and then getting hated on for them.
Yeah. Oh no, controversy.
Controversy because
Yes, the very accurate map of New York City we've got here. Of course, pictured after a devastating nuclear holocaust has ravaged the world and grass and weeds have consumed the lands. But at least Trump Tower still survived.
I started off in Brooklyn. My father gave me a small loan of $1 million. I came into Manhattan.
Oh God, this is the alternate universe where Trump wins, isn't it?
So yeah, he's
Wow,
still debating
sorry.
people online.
He should just be like, okay, if you guys don't know, JonTron is in a bit of a heated situation where he said some things kind of off the top of his head, which he really should have considered preparing something to say before being in a debate with people or an interview or whatever about immigration and race. So he is in a lot of hot water for it. I don't think JonTron's a racist. I don't think he's any of that stuff. He just kind of
Doesn't think.
really should have thought of what he fucking said, because if you guys listen to me, I never think about what I fucking say, and you guys probably in the comments going, dude, prepare, get script. And I'm like, this is the reason why, because when you're up there trying to make something up on the spot, The stupidest shit
easier
comes
than-
out of your mouth.
It's easier than doing it with a script. I mean, most of my Let's Plays I do is generally off-scripted.
Mm.
And then I mostly
Yeah,
just-
and those are funny parts.
They say, it's one out. But yeah,
So JonTron has been making Facebook posts of him basically kind of apologizing, but at the same time, I don't really. It's kind of like a "I'm sorry, but fuck you" type of thing, because he feels like he has to defend himself. Which I'm for that. That's good that you do it, but let the heat die down first. Don't do it like immediately afterwards. Don't apologize to people after you burnt down a library. Like, hey guys, I'm gonna make you give you new books now.
Yeah.
I cannot deal with with pressure or criticism. Like I got stressed out today over just trying to beat a boss in a Rude's Awakening.
It was because Jacques was on his seed addiction.
Not even
Yeah.
once.
Not even once. Probably. With
I'm
McDonald's restaurant.
Honestly, I don't really pay that much attention to any of the socials from the other YouTubers. I just mostly focus on YouTube in general.
It's for the better. Well, at least I think that.
I'm kind of glad I don't have a Twitter or something. A Tumblr. Kind of glad I don't have either.
Yeah. I barely tweet.
Yeah, personally, I just feel it's a bit of a passing thing, or just really, pointless. I mean, I had a Facebook. I still have one, and I don't even use it. Yeah, John, he really should have thought about his words. I mean, I kind of know what he's kind of going through because I say things that I say just off the top of my head and then later regret. Cost me a lot of friendships.
It does, but you also have to be aware of the consequences, even though you might fall to pieces over them, which I have to certain friends in my life over dumb movies that I don't want to talk about right now.
I can
Fair
understand.
enough.
Someone's going, it's about fucking Batman v Superman. It's like, yes. You're just like, God damn it, Trench, let it go. Never pry my Ultimate Edition from my cold, dead hands. I'm not that fat, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Okay, on another topic. The return of Samurai Jack.
So, tell me what's been bothering you? Well, you see, Doc, it's been over 50 years already. It's been that long? Yes. You see, that's the actual problem. Once I eradicated all the time portals, I thought I would just wait it out and then the samurai. We don't say his name here. It is a safe place. Yes, sorry, Doctor. Well, I just assumed that eventually, over time, he would just die. But he hasn't even aged.
Episode 2.
What do you guys think so far?
So far, it's getting good.
I love this new episode that recently came out, which was episode 2 of season 5, because shocking controversy. I kind of hated the pilot episode for the season.
Yeah. It had weird pacing. I don't know.
The pacing is what really hurt it for me. My teacher said pacing can make or break something, and it broke it for me. There are parts of it I like. I love the intro. I like some of the training montages. I like the hallucination parts. But then you're not really clear what time it is, and they don't establish, because it goes from Jack suffering, talking about shit while a village is being destroyed. Then he goes back to the same village. It's like, oh, it's only been a couple of days. And then in between, they just show shots of the girls training. And
I think it's like a time lapse, from where they were born to up to now.
It could be that.
That's what I think.
Could be.
Yeah.
But with episode 2, I finally got something I really wanted, and I really enjoy it so far. And by that I mean the reveal of the Lord and Master Aku.
He gives zero shits about everything.
I thought Baldwin did a pretty good job. And
Yeah,
first off, before
yeah.
you nerds start typing below, no one can ever replace Mako, but he's close until someone can do an almost godlike imitation of that voice. Same pitch, same age, sounding quality. We have him. He does an okay job. Some parts where his performance breaks a little, where you can tell he's just a guy doing an imitation, and then there's some parts that are seamless. It's not bad for a first try. And plus, in this episode, we see kind of the funniest and most pathetic thing ever. And what was that, boys?
The therapy session?
Yeah.
Yes, that is right. Ak, the most vicious villain in cartoon history, God, I can't believe I said that out loud, is in therapy with himself.
He's officially lost his mind.
Oh, he had one?
I know.
But it really shows to me that Aku, like, the difference between the original Aku and the current Aku, he even lampshades it. He lampshades that literally that was the old Aku when he sees the beetle. The new Aku, I don't really care. Do whatever you want. And then when he goes to that therapy session, it shows that he's kind of messed up because he brought Jack to the future to try to hoping and destroyed all the time portals for him to, so he would probably die, of old age. But surprise, Jack.
Here's one thing I didn't get in that plan. It's like, Jack would have probably had a family and kids, but they'd be doing that again, right? It's like, dude, not that hard. That's how genetics work. That's how sentient beings.
I think Jack was just too focused on to focus on, family. Would have been interesting though.
It would have been. That would have been a pretty good sequel series, and that way the kids go back in time, and it's just like, oh, you don't know me, but he shows photos. It's like, yep, I'm him, and it's just like really weird and shit. But that kid then ends up causing World War II.
Admittedly, it would have been interesting to that the baby that Jack saves, in the last episode of the original series, and then Jack mentioned that he retained the spirit of the warrior. What if he? Yeah, I thought. What if it would have been interesting if the protagonist of the series was that kid? It would have been interesting to see where it went.
Grown up, probably brainwashed by Aku or something. Or just became evil.
And he has Jack has to break the conditioning.
Or what about the horseman? Like the horseman Jack always keeps seeing. Who or what is it?
That's actually pretty impressive. That's a good idea. I didn't come up with that. Thank you so much. Which one of you said that? Danzig or Dark Knight? Dragonking, sorry. I kept thinking
about what? The breaking the conditioning?
Yes.
Yeah, that was me.
You get a gold star, you little bastard.
Oh boy.
You finally earned my love.
Oh.
What about the conditioning?
I don't know if I want that.
I like that idea because I think, come on, that character had this really ridiculous but interesting send-off where I keep joking, yeah, he grew up to be a Roni Kenshin. Because there's like, wait, what? They just look back and forth and like, holy shit, does that mean they're connected? Maybe. Or it's just a funny little reference. God forbid Jack got beat up by a ginger. It's like, wow. You suck if that happens.
Yeah, but like I was saying, aside from the Momotaro, the baby, I guess people are calling him, well, according to what I read up about the comics, apparently he does appear in one of the panels when Jack's older. One of the comics, and he appears as much older, helping out Jack with an army to take on Aku. It would be interesting to see if we actually see him later on, like 50 years later, he's like a man, like a Ronin, like what you said.
And he's the guy that beat Jack, but like he did it for a big reason, or maybe like he's been corrupted by something.
If it turns out he's actually
that would be a
person, that would be fucking dope.
Because he viewed him as his surrogate parent when, all that stuff, and he was kind of traumatized because of Jack. which wasn't Jack's fault. Well, it kind of is, but whatever. That's such an interesting thing, and plus it would be interesting to just like it would be traumatizing to Jack as well, not only losing but to like this kid that like he enjoyed his company with when he was trying to find his parent, and it would just like, yeah, what I've done, I've basically cursed him with what I have. With he achieved a Sakai, I think that's what I remember about the episode. They were playing it long ago at somewhere. So I'm very curious, who is this horseman? It would be weird to find out it's that stereotypical 70s black guy, samurai guy. Or worse, it's Johnny Bravo.
If it were the kid.
Or it's Johnny Bravo.
Yes. Wants to see his love again.
In left field.
Oh yeah, that's apparently a thing now, with Gendy saying, oh yeah, Jack's bisexual. It's like, come on, dude, you had to bring that up now. Let it be a surprise. That made people go, oh, this happened.
Also, you're not going to believe this, but apparently people have started drawing pictures of those two aliens that Jack saves who communicate with emojis. Apparently people are calling them the emojis, the species.
No.
Oh yeah, I've been on Tumblr. I've seen the disturbing things they've done with those creatures.
Yeah.
Except for one picture where one of them's lying on Jack's shoulders and like Jack's smiling. That's like the nicest picture of Jack.
I don't know. There could be something going on with there. That's still like, it's kind of like a thing where you see old people hand out cookies, but they're way too old to be doing anything, so something's up. I know.
My friend actually linked me that Tumblr link, and I'm gonna see what it is.
It's not like I have a Tumblr weird stuff.
Yeah, me neither.
We destroy our browser history gumball style.
How do you set a TV on fire underwater?
They found a way. Let's see. You ever notice that there's now a sort of a pattern with these type of new edgier stuff being released? That we got John Wick, which I just call live action Samurai Jack, and we got Jack, and then we got fucking Wolverine. They're the most bearded motherfuckers ever. It's like, bearded people with long hair save the world, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw Logan a couple of weeks ago.
Hello? You know you gotta pay for that, right? Hey, come on.
Not okay.
We got ourselves an X-Men fan. Maybe a quarter of it happened, and not like this. In the real world, people die.
Logan.
I don't want to talk about it.
Logan. Just stop. Be careful.
Pretty good.
Oh, what'd you think?
It was all right. I like the darker tone compared to the other ones. Sometimes it felt a little forced, like
Yeah, when they said fuck, it's like, oh, fuck.
Exactly,
it's
when
like,
they just
hey.
cussed a bunch of times.
Deadpool did it because he was joking.
Yeah.
Like, he was trying to piss you off with how many times he said fuck.
Guys,
Yeah.
I found a picture.
Oh.
I see it. I'm scared of it. Yeah, that still looks like something's up. I'm nervous.
Oh, no, it's not that bad.
I'm defensive.
Of course you are.
It's like, I don't trust you, Tumblr. You do weird stuff when I'm not looking.
Yeah, it is dangerously cropped, kind of low, but not low enough.
It's like, obviously, you can have a massive hard-on for all we know. We're not falling for it, Tumblr! But yeah, I'm glad that we're getting all these more darker things, but Jack has a little bit of darkness in it, but it doesn't go too far. It doesn't have Jack saying, fuck!
Exactly.
Not yet.
Yeah, not yet.
It just shows a little bit of blood. Not buckets of it, just a little.
Right.
And it's trying to tackle more adult themes, like, okay, for all the kids watching out there, if you feel sensitive about this topic, do not blame us, blame Cartoon Network or the writers on Samurai Jack, and if you think this is a good move on them, then pat them on the back, go to their Twitter, say, hey, this really was good. It was edgy, but you really, brought some ideas to it. It was very Silent Hill-esque. As you know, Jack is going crazy. He's talking to himself like Aku is, only his situation is a lot worse since Aku is a pampered prince while Jack is the pauper. So he's more fucked up.
Jack's suffering from PTSD, I guess.
Or I think it's brought on from when he was beaten in battle.
Whatever against that horseman, whatever that horseman did, it must have done something to him.
He could be cursed for all we know. But anywho, Jack talks to himself, and his psyche self tells him to kill himself because he's been alive for 50 years and hasn't aged, barely made a dent. Aku's in hiding. Basically, there's no hope.
No, Aku's not hiding. He's just doing his own thing.
He doesn't even do anything anymore. He just sits in bed all day.
Yeah, pretty much.
Look, he doesn't even like speaking to people. He just wants to be left alone.
Yeah.
Which kind of says holy shit, you better get your groove back. Jack better do something so great that Aku's I feel alive, and then he just kills billions of people. Because in a promo we show Aku has this massive attack at one point, and I hope that is the grand battle where Jack finally goes to the past, or does what he does in the comics and rules the future, and he's like, the past sucks, we don't have any medicine or anything.
Or maybe he could go back to the past, but using his knowledge of the future could probably improve the lives of everyone there.
It's I know how to make guns. Yeah, that's
or, medicine, indoor plumbing, AC, the internet.
What's the internet? It's something that should be used sparingly. How sparingly?
Very sparingly.
He's very sincere about that.
So, anything else about Samurai Jack, or are we good?
I like how when he I like the ending part of it, the whole scene with him in that tomb, him fighting out of the tomb, and then finally he just takes out that daughter of Aku, and he just realizes what he's done. That was a bold move on their part, and they even referenced it. He's killed robots and aliens and cyborgs. But when it comes to humans, he's never done that before, but he has, so now he's gonna have some, I guess, internal conflicts.
Every conflict he's had with a human only ends with them being knocked out or scared.
Yeah. Reckon someone trying to kill him?
And he's shocked that these humans are just as good as he is. Which really makes you question the whole the Women of Aku cult, where it's where the hell did they come from, and how come Aku doesn't talk to them? I can actually answer that last one real quick, because they're stalkers, and he doesn't like them. He's leave me alone.
I might be surprised if that's actually the reason why. When he hears about the daughters of Aku, he's like, "Wait, who are they again?"
Oh no,
daughters of Aku.
Because their whole thing is if we kill Jack, he shows up. It's wow. It's you do realize Aku still won't care, unless he'll get mad and kill them. He's why'd you do that?
Well, from what I saw with the next episode, he does at least try to warn them not to fight him, but they're like, nope, we're gonna kill you. He's like, very well.
I'm gonna kill you then.
Guess he's got no other choice.
Which I think is a bold move, because remember, this is the old man Logan Jack.
Yep.
Yeah.
I really cannot wait to see the Scotsman again.
What do you think of that, Mr. Pajama wearing, basket face slipper wielding, Clyde Street buckle, gather up and blade maw blithering gomerel, Jesse off looking stoner, near fluky sand milk drinking, soy face show pit min moved, sniveling worm-eyed hootin' block, vile stooching calibrate tatty.
He's gonna be old and fat and probably diabetic.
He's in a wheelchair, but he exchanged his machine gun for a Gatling gun.
No, it's like a tank. That's his bottom. He's like that dude from Fury Road.
Yeah, but that guy was so fat he couldn't get out of the tank, though.
Yeah, but the Scotsman's no, I think the Scotsman's wheelchair bound, but he has a Gatling gun on his leg.
But obviously, we know he's not going to live long. And this is like, oh, you're old, and you're in a wheelchair, and you got a Gatling gun leg. You're going to have amazing battles, but you're probably going to die.
Hold on.
What did I just miss?
We just missed your coronation.
Gushing over Samurai Jack.
Ah.
He's like, I still haven't seen it.
I saw the second episode, so I'm up to date to the newest episode. So.
Yes, we were just talking about how Jack's a cold-blooded killer and how the Scotsman's probably going to die in this series.
Dude, it's the Scotsman. He'll probably survive, maybe. Kick ass.
Well, you know, it's probably going to be his wife who's going to be a Deus Ex Machina.
Again?
That would be kind of cool. I mean, she would be driving his wheel. She would probably be driving his wheelchair or something while he just blasts everything.
Or, you know, he's knocked out of his wheelchair and she just gets completely, like, triggered and just murders everything like she did last time she got triggered in Samurai Jack.
Yeah, they call her the wrong pronoun.
Yeah, they just watch and they're like, do we join her or do we just let her do her thing? Nah, let her do her thing.
Just let her stand back.
Yeah, I really am excited for the next episode and the rest of the series. I'm also excited for the finale of Star Wars Rebels because I saw the new episode.
I have not watched any of that. Like maybe one or two episodes.
I've only seen the highlights of showing Darth Vader, so anything else, I don't really care with the Rebels.
It's kind of like when Commissar and I actually paid to see Rogue One. We were like, skip the bullshit, where's Vader? Skip the bullshit, where's Vader?
Well, Rogue One was awesome, though.
I
saw the first season of Rebels, and I wasn't too impressed.
Watch the next 2 seasons and then tell me. Because now, I want to know how this ends. Because from what my friend David told me, Thrawn he's going all out in the finale.
Are the characters gonna die?
No, Thrawn's just gonna use Thrawn's gonna...
Oh yeah, they brought Thrawn into it. That I saw and I was intrigued.
It's gonna go down.
We're getting a lot of that these days. We're getting the shit hits the fan type of finale shows where I think it's good, which we might see a resurgence in action cartoons because, let's be honest, nowadays it's 100% comedy.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, we had mixture
Not
of both.
just any kind of comedy, slice of life comedy.
We're going Japan,
Nah.
which is 80% of their anime. I mean, hell, they have a mega budget anime movie about a little deaf girl.
What?
What?
Okay, coming up, there is actually a movie being made about a deaf student at a school in Japan. Not a real one, it's based off like a short manga story.
Mm-hmm.
I've read bits of it, it's pretty interesting. I'm not going to diss it for doing that, it's just like, it's got a big budget behind it for anime. I forget what it's called, but, you know, she's kind of got like cochlear implants, and they get yanked out at one point.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look that up.
And like, it's getting an even bigger deal because they're like, oh, we're having subtitles for deaf people who want to see the movie.
So is it just, what do you mean, like, subtitles for deaf people? Is it going to be closed captioning, or are they going to show, like, hand gestures?
I think both. But then again, deaf people should know hand gestures by now.
They probably should. If not, there's something wrong.
Yeah. Like, when I worked at Sony, I worked with a few deaf people and such, and...
You work for Sony?
I used to.
Well, where I live, where Commissar used to live, they had a Sony plant in town. Factory area.
Yeah, and I worked as a manufacturing person, but 2 also as a mid-stage interpreter for the deaf people, because I understood basic sign language.
I have completely forgotten sign language, amongst so many other things.
Wait, you learned sign language, Mark?
Yeah, our school had us learn a little bit of basic sign language, not enough really to make a decent conversation with.
Oh, that's cool. Like,
yeah, but then our school is known for doing everything half baked. Like we got I already mentioned this to dancing like numerous times growing up, but ceilings tiles were gone. Bathrooms smelled like piss. Sometimes they actually had piss on the floor, and when it came to subjects, we would always go maybe do for something like a month. We discuss something, but we didn't really get into the meat of the topic. Then we move on to another topic, so we don't really have time to process and retain the knowledge we gained. So,
modern
schooling.
I got
screwed. I graduated during the dark period of the time with school.
Yeah, it's modern schooling for you.
Yeah, if you don't take any honors classes or anything like that, you're pretty fucked.
Dude, I took remedial. Most of them were my worst one. The one I mostly did was math. Yeah, I got really fucked. And I'm still trying to find me a job. I mean, I applied for a finish line job as a stalker, as a stacking guy, taking, stock inventory and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't come back to me. And plus, it's one of the places where my cousin works at too, but so far he says that most of the people who have been hired are basically people from the finish line at the mall.
Well, when did you submit your application?
A couple of days ago.
Okay. What I usually recommend is wait 5 days before giving them a call back. Just kind of hey, you got my application, bada bing, bada boom, kind of stuff.
I just get a bad feeling though that they probably must have already filled in the job.
But my
cousin did say that most of the people from the finish line, don't know what the fuck they're doing. They're from the mall, so they got no idea about what to do. I mean, I did apply. I mean, I can always ask him, but yeah, I just have my doubts. My dad told me when he thought about it, he thought I was just being depressed and emo again. He told me to snap out of it, but well, really, it's not that. I mean, he said it was my cousin. He said he would probably get me a job there, and it was nothing against my cousin. It's just when it comes to keeping promises, he got a bit of a bad track record with keeping promises.
So that's why you got to set a good impression on them. A lot of workplaces do when you call in to check on your application. I'm kind of in the process of that right now. I just started looking for jobs here in Arizona since I moved.
Pretty much this year we're all going to be busy with jobs, including me.
Well, I'm trying to at least get a job, but with the current state of our country, I'm just wondering how long it will take before it lights up.
Well, that's why you got to set a good impression.
Exactly.
When I was in Terre Haute, there wouldn't be a time I would go more than 2 weeks without a job if I switched between jobs.
Yeah, that reminds me. Speaking of impressions, there was this one dude that at my brother's job. He worked at a Sonic a few years ago, and I don't know. He was this Hispanic dude, and every time none of the supervisors or anyone else was watching, he would make this jerk off motion and then spit on the floor, and he would say "pipito, pipito." I was what the? Why? My brother would always tell me this.
Sorry.
I don't know where to begin with saying how fucked up that sounds.
That's amazing.
Only in America.
The sad part is that is so true.
Yeah.
It's because America's such a melting pot, we let a lot of the crazies in.
Mm-hmm.
Well, on the Statue of Liberty it says, "Let forth your huddled masses."
Yeah.
Did they mean the huddled masses of people who are the best and brightest, or the ones from the local loony bin?
Yes.
The loony bin. Yeah. It was
well, Austin, my answer to that would be the same answer I give to my tailor since I've got 2 penises, and whenever he asks if I fart the left or the right. Well, yes.
Yeah, common problems, first world problems. I feel you, man.
Absolutely. I feel bad if someone was actually born with 2 penises. Imagine the struggles they go with.
Nah.
Yeah, it sucks.
It's just like they don't know which one has to go first or at once or
No, they go Simo, dude.
at the same time. Well, then that's not bad. It's just the same. It's just difficult.
Well,
to
no,
hold.
it sucks because if one of them's like stuck to your leg or whatever, you're pissing down your leg while the other one's pissing forward.
Exactly.
Oh,
Dude,
oh.
my head.
I know. Now you know my struggles.
Yeah. Part of the Double Dawn Club.
Everyone's just listening and just going, Commissar might be the most brilliant man on the planet for annoying Austin like that because he annoys the hell out of us.
Oh yeah, I forgot this was a podcast. I just got done drinking with my grandpa, so.
Oh.
Only Grandpa can bring that side out of people.
You can invite him on one of these days.
Lol. Cow. Let us see what else. There is so much. There's so much things to talk about other than, oh yeah, OKKO just got greenlit.
Hell yeah.
So, let me see what that is.
OKKO, just to give you a little hint, was originally a small sketch done by one of the co-creators or co-writers of Steven Universe, Ian Jones Quarterly, who also worked on a now internet cult show known as Knock Force, where it takes place in a Mega Man parody world where these people work at a mini plaza mall that supplies gear for video game heroes, but they just call them heroes, and they're fighting sort of robot cyborg people that just want to destroy their shit. And the little kid character is voiced by a young Goku voice actress. So every time he speaks, you just think, yeah, that's what little Goku would say. He's like, my soul burns for justice. Like, oh my god. It's awesome.
Yeah, I just looked that up, and I'm going to have to say, I'm saving this image. I'm going to post it here. I'm going to save this as my wallpaper.
Which one is that?
Well, I have to get it. Hold on.
Rogue. Sounds like it's raining somewhere.
It's probably me.
Is it raining?
No, it's my keyboard typing.
Ah, your typing is so amazing. It sounds like rain droplets.
This is the picture that I want to save as my wallpaper.
Yeah, it's pretty funny looking.
This just reminds me of like Street Fighter gone wrong.
Yeah,
it is, but it's mixed with Dragon Ball Z. The only problem I have with this idea of a series, the green character says bro so many times you want to just beat the shit out of him. It's like, I might say dude too much, but I know when to stop.
No, you don't.
At least people tell me when to stop and I listen.
No, you don't.
Damn it, but still, at least people beat the shit out of me to try to get me to stop.
Yeah, and you still don't stop.
I just do it because I'm into it at this point.
Like, when I beat you a half an inch from your life with a goddamn flip-flop, you still keep saying it. Like, dude, no, dude, don't beat me with a flip-flop, dude. Like, ah!
Like, do you not hear yourself? You sound like a reject from the 90s. I was so 90s, the 90s kicked me out. You see a bar known as the 90s, like, get the fuck out of here.
Oh god, that sounds like something from Tumblr now.
Yeah.
Well, I do have a Tumblr.
Get out.
My Tumblr is irrelevant at this point.
And that's the title of it. It's irrelevant at this point.
Yep.
I'm on Tumblr at it's irrelevant at this point.
Yeah, Tumblr's. Yeah, I can understand that, but
it's a wonderful place because I love being insulted by plantkin.
Plantkin.
People who think they're like plants reincarnated in human form.
Yeah, Otherkin.
That's not how it works. It's supposed to be the other way around. Plants are humans reincarnated.
Shh. You're punching holes in their logic.
But that's science. But it's science.
Called evolution.
I might be an idiot, but at least I know basic science.
No, you don't.
I don't know. I know more.
I had high degree. I have a degree in science.
From where?
Bitch, you insult the machine spirit.
That's right.
Just because I play with a camera, jeez.
You don't burn incense before you play the camera.
Whatever.
After you play the camera and make a sacrifice to the machine god.
No, I sacrifice to my god, Lord Chin Chin. You guys need Chin Chin in your life. Then again, I am trading religions for the Church of Aku, so it just opened up. Thank you, Tumblr.
Benefit of joining the Church of Aku would be.
Oh, it's great. I mean, all you have to do is submit. Every line of dialogue just says submit. Just submit.
It
even talks about the redistribution of wealth. You will give all your money to him.
Now here's how it would basically be. Here you see the masses all bowing in the will of submission while we bow to our new overlord preparing to do his ritual sacrifice.
What does he demand as sacrifice? Simple. All the Yanni CDs. He loves Yanni.
No, give him Bee Gees.
He also likes the Bee Gees, yes. He's like, what? I like old-time music, too.
And then all of a sudden you just hear him listen to Night Ranger, and then he just looked at a list saying, what was it again? Signs to look out for if you're stoned. I forgot what the first two are, but the last one is you generally enjoy Night Ranger.
I haven't gotten that far into it yet. I'm still being initiated. Thanks for ruining it for me. Jeez, why you gotta be such a dillweed about it? Like, have respect for my made-up religion, like every other religion. Oh!
If we want to go ahead and join a religion, join the religion of the Dawn Machine. At best, you end up serving something that truly believes in a utopia.
Absolutely. And to recite glory to the Messiah, 0100011101101100 011101111001 no, 0111100100100001. I'm done.
Okay.
That was just glory.
Yes. Amen.
No, with the Dawn Machine, you will end up joining its utopian-based society, except your brain will be fried, and the two words you can basically think of is repeatedly over and over the sun.
With jokes on you and the Church of Aku, all we get is tortured. But at least we get a good exercise out of it, unlike you fatties. Ha!
Yeah, at least it's not like Warhammer.
The flesh is weak. The machine is strong.
Hey,
yeah, but he has flaming eyebrows. I bet your god doesn't. Huh?
The Messiah is whatever we program it to be.
Yeah, but our has, flaming eyebrows and can shapeshift and destroy everything it touches.
Ours has, biomechanical limbs and nuclear weapons.
I mean, I already heard Aku stated the address. He said, "Do you ever notice that ISIS and the samurai are never in the same room?" Coincidence? I think so.
Yeah. All right. Well, speaking of Euphoria, have you heard about that Richard Dawkins Kickstarter game?
Tired of your universe? Which way to the gene pool? What do you want to be when you evolve? Animal? Vegetable? Whatever. Are 5 eyes really enough? Do you believe in creationism? How do you get from point A to point B? Looking for a good time? Does this ecosystem come in any other flavors?
Game that's been
I heard about that. The one that shows what evolution?
Yeah, and
evolution.
Like shit. As usual, it's Kickstarter. What do you expect?
Yeah, I'm not going to support.
What theory of evolution does it cover? Like individual evolution, mutation evolution, or group evolution? Because those are 3 different theories.
It covers dance evolution. Yeah, it's like dance,
Zero.
evolution. It plays classical music to dance to while it's telling you about what evolution is.
Yeah.
Well, I just talked
High
about
score
3
if
different
you actually
schools, so it has to cover one of them. Otherwise, it contradicts itself.
Like a Christian?
Oh, wow. Low-hanging fruit. It's a D-pad.
Stephen Curry it.
Yeah, I'm not sure what evolutionary field it's talking about. I think it's ironic though that it's a game about evolution, but it requires a outside source to form and all that, like a divine source. I don't know. Is you the player? Because you're like these little robots, and you're going around observing life and these little
modifying it.
Yeah, you have bow ties on for whatever reason.
They look like Marvin the suicidal robot.
Yeah, I hope they get sued. Oh, please get sued by Douglas
Fearing
Adams.
you ought to know, I feel very depressed.
I'm a little terrified by this concept then. Because then you're turning all life into GMOs.
Yeah, that's a good point.
It's like, isn't it though?
Worth it.
You're modifying everything.
Yeah, then that goes into, intelligent design, which is the creationist argument.
Exactly.
If intelligence design exists, why do fat people like me exist?
Because you break the system when you should have died, but we have modern medicine to sustain you.
It's like, do you think it's because of us modern medicine exists? So think about it.
Well, yeah, we found the cheat codes of life.
It's like, cure for being obese, just stop eating. It's like, but I'm hungry, just stop. But just stop.
Well, now you just alienated all the fat people.
Which is everyone.
My people deserve to be shamed.
Yeah.
It's time.
Time to eat some slime.
Slime?
Oh boy, I mean, really, it did seem like it looked like crap, but the concept of it was very interesting. I'll give it that.
Yeah.
Creating life and seeing how it evolves and grows.
Well, then just play Spore.
Exactly.
Yeah, I can see that too.
Like, that's probably a higher budgeted game, and it's still probably maybe relevant.
I guess. I don't know if there are mods for Spore or not. To like keep it fresh.
There are mods, I think. Maybe.
There probably is, but not the mods that you're interested in. Probably just like a bunch of creepy mods.
Those are ones that Mark's
Those are
interested
the ones marked Lolita for some reason.
No, the ones that like you can give your character like dicks that spit venom or acid or some shit.
Oh god.
Yeah, like the DLCs that like add creature parts, like like different wings, different eye shapes, like different mouths that like one can spit out like acid and stuff. Other things to add like defense or.
I think I actually got that in a bundle.
Yeah, it was called the cute and creepy pack and the.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh.
I know what you're talking about. And there's like other stuff to add to like other parts of your species. Maybe I wouldn't mind get that.
Maybe I should run that in a stream.
That'd be kind of interesting.
But yeah, I think old Dawkins getting taken for a ride. They're gonna keep asking for more money. No, that would actually be a good game. All these physicists fighting each other.
What do you guys think about Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite?
These games are still going?
Yeah.
Yeah, personally though, the fact that Infinite does not include Felicia, I am sad. I mean, they better include her later on.
Like Felicia Harding?
No, Felicia from Darkstalker.
Oh, never mind. I was thinking of the Black Cat, like the only Marvel character that matters.
She does. Mary Jane doesn't deserve Peter.
No, she doesn't. She just
Peter only likes her because he grew up with her.
Yeah, like personally, like we only know so little about Infinite so far, and we really need to like figure it out. They really need to keep showing more and more. We need to know who's getting more into it, like getting in. Oh, what else? I was trying to remember something and I forgot it. Oh right, I finished uploading another episode of Aru's Awakening. I was going to see if I can get it to be the final episode, but well, the final level proved to be way tougher than I thought, and I had to stop. I actually had to leave the final boss because it was stressing me out. Yeah, if you want to see my descent into madness and insanity, you can just check it out on my YouTube.
The game looks interesting.
You don't need to go to YouTube to see your descent into madness. Your voice says oceans about how far you've gone.
Oh yeah, I've long since lost any sense of normality and common sense.
Welcome to the internet.
No, that just makes you normal.
Exactly.
But
yeah, the loss of common sense just normalizes you there.
There is one more thing. Recently in other news, we recently lost another famous musician. I think his name was
Chuck Berry.
Yeah, I think that's him.
It was
Wait,
Chuck
what?
Berry.
Chuck Berry died?
It's like, I know, I was like, he was still alive?
Yeah, Chuck Berry. He died at 90.
Age 90. I was like,
Chuck Berry is supposed to be immortal, damn it.
It's like, way to go, Marty McFly.
Yeah. Can save Chuck Berry. I mean, can save your family, selfish asshole. So he
like,
can save
I just want
himself.
to go back into the past to Hill Valley and just beat the shit out of Marty McFly's dad and just make him, just punch him in the balls so many times so he doesn't have kids. Maybe, Marty won't exist and Chuck Berry lives.
But yeah, Chuck Berry.
Now I've got to, play a sad tribute of my dingling to Chuck Berry's passing.
He's about to Johnny Go Go.
No, no.
I want to hear everybody join in. When I was a little bitty boy.
And that's as much as I'm going to be able to possibly play.
Sorry, I'm evil. I'm terrible.
No, I'm sad, damn it.
I have no idea who Chuck Berry is, but I shall still mourn his loss a little bit. I don't even know who most of some of these celebrities. The only one that I really cared about, the only ones that I cared about were Carrie Fisher, Alan Rickman, Christopher Lee, Robin Williams. Ooh, who else?
Alan Rickman was a hard loss as well. Some of my friends always said I looked like him.
You do actually kind of look like him.
So many people say I look like Wolverine with my beard. When I have my beard, and now that takes more poignancy because of Logan.
Do you think they're just going to be quoting that line and say, "I cried when you died"? Oh, spoilers. He went out better in the movie than he did in the comic, where it's really fucking stupid, where for some reason Wolverine melts into a giant glob of adamantium.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. That's dumb.
Wait, in the comics?
Yeah.
Yes, it was in the Old Man Logan storyline where he fights the Hulk's inbred children. I'm not making this up.
Yeah. Comics we got.
Oh yeah, but that link that I just posted there, that's one of my favorite Chuck Berry songs.
Any of you guys heard of Nate Wants to Battle?
No.
No.
Well, he's a YouTuber who does songs, English covers for some animes, a couple of original songs and albums. He even did voice acting work for this anime for the English dub, Luck and Logic.
Oh, yeah, it sounds familiar, actually, now that you mentioned that.
Admittedly, I give zero shits about that anime, because as soon as I see it, I'm like, oh boy. You know what we really need? We need something that, it's like a light novel adaptation of something, but it also is a bit of a departure from the usual light novel thing. Well, I talked it over with my friend. Here was the concept. It involves bringing people in from another world, but the catch is, well, in the world they're being summoned to, they're being attacked by demons called Valorians. And not even their so-called guardians were sent to get them, which were basically, how you'd see in most things would be girls or kids or stuff. They don't last. So the leaders, the guys in charge of it, ultimately decide, you know what, bringing in the Tuatha. And that's the term for those people from other worlds. They call them Tuatha. And in that world, they're a last resort because, according to what the logic of that world, the Tuatha can kill them while also can create more Fomorians if negative emotions are high enough.
So it's a take on emotional issues?
Yeah, and one of the main character is a kid who is a young man who ended up getting killed in an accident, and he was given a chance by this guy. Well, this
no,
he was given a choice to either reincarnate in this world, a new body, or go to another world. And the kid's like, "Give me to the other world." And the guy's like, "Wait, are you absolutely sure about this? Because that world I'm gonna send you to, it's not gonna be pretty. Do you think it's gonna be like every generic fantasy anime that basically you go to another world, you get superpowers and stuff? Think again, bro.
You go to World War II.
Huh?
He goes to World War II.
No, he said the last time he did that to someone once, it didn't end well. It did not end well for them. So, literally, I'm just pointing this out. You want to go to the other world? You best be prepared for the consequences. And he's like, dude, I don't care. I don't want to go back to my world where I died. I'd rather take whatever world this has. Well, he gets branded with a special mark and is basically told to, with limited training, to go kill the Fomorians. He ultimately finds that the Fomorians are basically Tuatha, heavily corrupted, consumed by the negative emotions that actually transform them into monsters. It goes on various stages of it's like cancer, like various stages. It can be cured in the earlier stages, but when it goes to later on, death is the only way out. And they blindly just, murder. One of the characters that my character actually meets, the main guy actually meets, he's this guy who's bandaged up, but he's like really nice. There's a bit of a chuckling problem, really, but the thing is, he's really nice. Though when he asked about the bandages, he reveals reluctantly he's an outcast. He reveals sadly he's a
Mark, I'm sorry, I'm bored.
Sorry.
Exactly. I no offense. It sounds like a great thing, but it's just not for us. We understand that you like this.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I have to deal with somebody who shares stuff about Tokusatsu over and over on my other Skype group. Ugh. It gets tiresome, but we understand that you like this. It's just we don't want to dwell on things.
Yeah. Okay, next topic.
Cocaine. Is it good or bad?
It's good. I don't know why parents are making it illegal. We need it in schools. We need it in our kids' lunches.
Helps you work
We
faster.
need to put it back. We need to put it back in Coca-Cola.
Exactly.
That's what it was originally made with, and we need it back.
Well, it's still made. Coca-Cola is still made with cocoa leaves.
Mm-hmm. Just not.
But it's not the good shit.
Coca-Cola. I'm trying to remember what you guys just lost me.
Cocaine, that white powdery snowy goodness of pure energy.
It's Scarface fuel.
Say something really racist.
Like, you know what I need there, sir, man? God,
Right.
that accent was just so fake in the movie.
Because this whole town's a pussy just waiting to be fucked.
Whole town's a pussy ready to be fucked.
Yeah. Black people, we love that movie for some reason.
I don't. It's okay of a movie. I mean, I think it's just because it's so insane.
Yeah.
It's like
Don't even get me started on the game.
I thought the game was pretty funny.
The game was actually pretty okay. Was pretty good. I mean, I never beat it, but it's sort of an alternate take if Tony survived the end of the movie.
What made you think he didn't survive?
He got boxed in the chest.
Oh, it's just a flesh wound.
Hey, as long as it doesn't puncture the lungs or the heart, you're fine.
It shot right through his heart, I think.
Oh, well, then he's dead.
But yeah, the game is sort of an alternate take if he didn't get killed at the end, and how he goes to take on Sosa. Personally, I thought that should have been a better end. That should have been how that should have been like something how the movie ended. Like, movie he survives and then decides I'm kicking Sosa's ass.
Then we'd have like 1,000 sequels and remakes, and oh boy.
Well, it's just a matter of time before they do a Scarface reboot, anyways.
Yeah.
Oh, they are doing that with Diego Luna.
Wait, what?
The main lead. Yeah.
I like Diego Luna.
I thought this was a joke I just made. No!
This is what happens when you make jokes. Bad things happen. He's like, I'll never joke again.
I need to kill people now.
How do you think I fell off
kill everyone in Hollywood? You know what? I'm actually looking forward to the day Hollywood floods, because that way Canada can just flood the world with indie films that actually make people think about things.
No, it would be nothing but Justin Bieber music videos.
No, they excommunicated him.
I'm wondering how.
But where there's one, there's 12 more.
God damn it!
The Beliebers are dead. We saw them die in the Brony Wars.
No. They're growing in power.
I should know. I'm a veteran of the Brony Wars.
Me too.
The cringe was. Oh god, I'm having a flashback.
I don't know.
The cringe was on all parts of there. I and two mixed bronies and two cringers, side by side in the bunker of Fandom Hill. Hope was diminishing.
The community was supposed to back.
Running out of Mountain Dew.
Beavers,
and our swag, Crush, Kill, and Destroy was off the charts.
He made those as parodies to My Little Pony. He didn't expect them to become popular with the bronies.
That's like, I don't know. That is just like the perfect nightmare. No, it's kind of like something from Arrested Development where he just reacts to it and just the camera slowly zooms in, and then playing Sound of Silence as he just dies completely inside. It's beautiful.
If anything. No, damn, I forgot what I was gonna say.
Oh, Mark.
Brony related.
What is story, Mark?
No, it was just gonna be a bit of a play on that whole about you being the survivor of the Brony War. It was a dark day. The furry community and the bronies were still at it.
It's not nearly as bad as the battle of the DCEU on Ben Affleck Hill.
Dear Lord.
We were assaulted with reviews from the old movie Geely.
And then Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice came.
Oh no, we don't care for the Cavills. The Cavills can fight for themselves. The Affleck is what we're protecting. Everyone else is like, you can just be like, oh, what about everyone else shitty movies? Like, oh, who cares about them? We just want Affleck.
They should, for the next Batman movie, they should hire Michael Bolton to be Batman.
Why?
Because Michael Bolton is that guy who sung like a bunch of corny love songs in the 80s, and just Batman breaking out into a romantic song just sounds amazing.
They were gonna do that with George Clooney.
Well, you know, they were also planning on George Clooney probably breastfeeding the entire island of Haiti too, because the nipple suit and everything.
Joel Schumacher, why?
And it's weird because Joel was a fan of the Year One comic, and yet he did this. It's like, I just found that interesting. Why did he go in this new direction for it?
To leave a mark?
It was the 90s. The Art Deco that he used for Gotham, it wasn't that dirty or gritty. It was mostly blacklight effect, and I admit I love Batman Forever. I thought that movie was very underrated because Val Kilmer was a great Batman in my eye, but he was just given weak material sometimes. But I thought that movie was good, minus Billy D. Williams replaced with Tommy Lee Jones for some reason.
Yeah,
as Two-Face. Because Tommy, he didn't... Okay, so Billy D didn't know... Oh my god, it's like Billy D, Tommy Lee. Oh my god. There's some connections here. Some X-Files shit. only this doesn't suck.
Oh, I actually haven't watched much of X-Files, so I wouldn't know or care.
I haven't watched it since I was 6, but there's a reason why. Anyway... It's just weird that it took the Lego Batman movie to finally get Billy D. Williams as Two-Face for him to say a couple lines of dialogue. It's like, well, at least better than Tommy Lee Jones. Which, honestly, they could have swapped him out for Nicolas Cage. That would have been a way better performance.
I'm still waiting on National Treasure 3.
National Treasure 3. I'm going to have a three-way with the Declaration of Independence.
By the way, does anyone know about the movie Inferno?
Heard of
Nope,
it?
not a thing.
It's a sequel to the movie Angels and Demons. Well, actually, Da Vinci Code.
Oh yeah.
I need to see that actually because I never really saw it. I mean, I heard press stuff about it, but then nothing.
Yeah, I stopped watching those movies. Actually, I don't know. Did I? I don't even remember watching those. I keep getting them confused with National Treasure.
What's the difference?
Right.
Honestly, they're the same. In fact, they should just cross over. It'd be a pretty fun crossover.
Yeah.
Fat Tom Hanks meets kind of bloated Nicolas Cage. I mean, recently he did this thing at his birthday where he snuck into the Alamo Theater where they had a Nick Cage marathon and just said, "Stop all the movies. I'm gonna read The Telltale Heart in front of people." Does it?
Oh.
Like, all I kept thinking about that was like, "Suck it, Gary Busey."
Oh man.
Because I'm a vampire with a day pass.
Yeah, you guys want to know a weird but crazy ass story that I remember seeing a bit ago? John Oliver was talking about Bolivia, and he was talking about how they had La Paz, it basically had to do with a lot of traffic. You want to know how they did it? They got people to dress up in zebra costumes and act as a bit like crossing guards, but they did it in like a fun way, like gently dancing around, acting goofy, you know, just funny stuff. And it's hilarious because he literally states, you know, you can make anything look bad just by adding a zebra. And like, one of the things they did was the Trump inauguration speech. You see a zebra in the background, just like shaking his head. And at the end of
the zebras have taken over.
That explains why that movie Racing Stripes sucked.
Uh-oh, Logan's online. Should we add him in?
Okay.
No, hang on. I gotta show it to you guys because it's hilarious. There's also there's also like that one little thing that they did with
zebras in America. My hooves.
Yeah, here's what they did. Like for Neil's Gorsuch, who was gonna be put in the Supreme Court as like one of the judges, John Oliver was like, you know what, we're gonna give him a pet, like to represent that it doesn't belong here. And you know what? Instead of a dog, we're giving him a lobster. So we're gonna have you choose between these lovely lobsters: Cindy Crawford, Pinders von Clipperston the third, and Mike.
He chose Mike. Had a feeling he chose
what
Mike.
They chose. And then it just made me think about.
Can I ask a question? Were these lobsters recently taken from the movie The Lobster?
I have no idea.
What's going on? I don't know what's going on here. How long was this?
It's been an hour or so.
Yeah, I missed quite a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I show up right by the tail end of the podcast.
Cause yeah, I'm actually gonna probably end this soon. Maybe like in 20 minutes. I don't know. Feeling a little sleepy.
We were talking a lot about Jack.
I had no idea.
And I messaged you like 5 times. Well, not 5 times, but whatever. It's cool.
Yeah, we literally messaged you like a lot.
Yeah, I was at the other computer, man. I was writing a script, like 3 of them, and like 3 or like. I wrote like 4 scripts. I recorded a Let's Play. You know, I got things to do.
Look, I mean, I understand how you feel.
Dude, just do cocaine, and you do all those things fast.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Like, I know how you feel, Logan. I had to do a stream. I had to do my Let's Play today, but my friends wanted me to go into the raid in Destiny, and I was like, I'm sorry guys, but I can't do it. And according to what they said, some of the people who were in the raid were like, yeah, I don't think they want to have you in the group, because literally, David, my friend, told me that Dusk and Cody had no idea that I stream on the weekends, and I told you guys this numerous times.
Oh well, fuck 'em.
Up, Logan. You just fucked up.
Man, the bro drama just got real.
Not really drama. It's just us talking about how we just didn't really make a schedule.
Nope.
I know. I stream on the.
Unless you want to say something quick, like, "Oh yeah, Power Rangers is gonna suck."
Hail Hydra.
Oh yeah, it's totally gonna suck.
Yeah,
like if you follow my
here's
Facebook,
the real reason.
you know,
it's not because
you know
of
what I
they've done
think
with
about
the source
that.
material.
Okay,
it's
guys.
the fact the writers who made this look at their history. Meet Dave, and also Norbit. I bet you Pluto Nash is there. We're gonna reach a Pluto Nash event if this movie sucks, which it probably will.
Would it be on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being, I don't know, like what would be like the least offensive to 10 being M. Night Shyamalan?
I think it's...
Well, it depends. Which kind of M. Night Shyamalan? Like, early M. Night Shyamalan or late M. Night Shyamalan?
I don't know. He made a comeback now, so does that count as late?
I haven't seen the comeback, so I wouldn't know. Like Avatar M. Night Shyamalan, let's just say that.
Oh, yeah, then it'll be like that, where it looked like it had so much promise.
And they fucked it up.
Like, royally.
It's like watching a train crash in slow motion, but instead of Bruce Willis popping out, it's M. Night Shyamalan giving the bird while giving a thumbs up while hitting the head of a car.
It's like watching your favorite... It's like a creepypasta of you watching your favorite, like, Place X here kids cartoon, but like Dwayne the Rock Johnson is just giving it to your favorite character.
Yeah, that's his whole thing. Dwayne the Rock Johnson. It's like
you're traumatized, but you can't look away.
No, it's
but he's the Rock. Doesn't that make the Rock during this fanfic rock hard?
Yes, that was the joke. Thank you for pointing out the joke.
You know me, I love to destroy all things humorous.
No,
this is why you don't have a comedic career.
I'm much better as a writer, because then I don't have to make jokes on the spot.
I need to get back to
Made it better for me.
Oh yes, we have a very long history, most which for him showing, basically, hitting me with Nerf guns, but yeah, whatever.
Hitting you with Nerf guns, getting you addicted to machinima, and introducing you to internet culture. You fucking scrub.
Oh.
I'm a scrub bitch.
The internet.
The interminets.
Yeah,
you know that thing that Lifetime tries to tell people is bad? I actually... No, I want this... I want to talk about this. I actually got into an argument with my family over Lifetime movies.
Oh, Lord.
And my mother goes to her sister... And she's just like, this, like, Lifetime movies, they tell you the real shit right there. It's just like, you hear, like, all these horrible things can happen to people in their real lives. I was laughing my ass off hearing that. And they're like, they looked at me and was like, okay, what do you have to say, smart ass? I told them the story of that one Lifetime movie where it talks about the internet porn addiction thing. And they just kind of shut up after that. It's just like, oh my God.
I thought you were talking about the internet bullying with that one chick from Hannah Montana.
Oh no, that's ABC.
Oh.
I can't get the cap off. Seriously, I bet that scene was supposed to end differently, but Disney was like, "Oh no, we can't say that."
I think they dropped it. I wonder if they dropped Hannah Montana after the whole incident at the Grammys. I think.
Well, no, she grew up to be a person past the age of 18, and Disney probably realized, hey, you're no longer a child, so your show's
We throw you
done.
to the street. That's like they choke her out before they throw her. It's like, shh, no more tears, only dreams.
No tears, only dreams.
Only dreams, Mason.
We got Dawkins.
One thing I kind of realized is Disney is amazing when it comes to animated movies. When it comes to TV, though, they don't do it.
Here's the biggest case in point. Dog with the blog.
You shut your whore mouth. That's like the best show
I just said that.
We can hear it.
Yeah, I'm gonna admit, Dog with the Blog wasn't all that good. Granted, none of the shows on Disney XD were all that good, like, except Maybe, except That's So Raven and some of the earlier shows, those were amazing.
Well, I think Commissar would say this because we look at those shows with rose-tinted glasses. If you probably watch Sweet Life and Cory in the House and That's So Raven.
Cory in the House is the best anime. Shut your whore mouth.
I know, it makes JoJo look like Dead Man Wonderland.
Yes!
And Dead Man Wonderland sucks. And if there are fans of Dead Man Wonderland watching this, fuck you.
You wish you could.
I kind of wish they'd...
Hell no, those people are crazy.
It's what makes it so awesome. I mean, you know, you find yourself a nice, crazy person to have relations with because, you know, you don't know if you're gonna like be stabbed during coitus or like have a good release. That's what brings to the mystery.
But isn't death the sweet release though?
No, you need a stab vest, man.
Oh.
No. I'm thinking of way worse things than Dead Man Wonderland.
That sucks.
The entire show.
It sucks. It's a terrible show. It's kind of like Bleach, which makes me want to chug Bleach. Heyo. Just kidding.
Bleach
I just think
is
it's
a good
generic.
show. Now,
I mean, it's not as good as Gumball. That is the best animated show of our decade.
I know it has its flaws.
Except Gumball. That show
Gumball's
is for some reason perfect.
I think we all can agree on that.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
It sums up
Especially that
Commissar's
one-
life. Pure chaos.
Especially that one animated sequence with Nicole versus Yuki. That one animated sequence where their two moms are fighting.
Oh yeah, dicks out.
Harambe!
I have taken the most arduous lesson of all, life.
And they had like this really cool backstory comic where it was basically taken from panels from the Dragon Ball first edition comic series, which I'm like, wow, so much love is put into this. Then you watch stuff like Teen Titans Go, Steven Universe, and maybe other shows that are on there.
Whoa.
Uh-oh.
Too far, bro. Don't even try Steven Universe in with that crap.
I did. It started off promising, but now it's become the ugly duckling. But it's not as bad as Teen Titans Go.
The show itself
now
hasn't
it
become
became
so much
one
of,
of the best shows ever made.
It's the fandom.
The fandom sucks. The show, it's amazing. I don't pay attention too much to the fandom.
Yeah, I'm with Trench on this. It started off great, but I think around like first season, it was just filler and more filler. And
it's just, I feel like it's not really going anywhere. Where it's just like, let's just have Steven say, "Don't hit people." It's like, Steven, your planet is going to be destroyed. You either need to train or try to find a way to call the whole thing off. Not fuck around with your girlfriend.
yeah, because apparently the military isn't involved in any way, even though they're
They
like
don't
rock
care.
people.
They're probably like, oh,
See, this is why we need the God Emperor.
Yes, God Emperor Trump will save us all.
If he doesn't nuke us all to death first.
Yeah, I'm gonna nuke the gems, and then the gems are gonna pay for rebuilding our ozone.
I don't think there's a military, because you saw what the world looks like in like the episode. It could have been.
Yeah, like what if Beach City is the only city left?
No, there's more cities. I mean, they went to Korea.
Then where is the military?
Plot hole.
Fine.
You know, the ironic thing about this conversation is that today I was writing a script about why Steven Universe is one of the best shows ever.
Okay.
I guess
it isn't, but okay.
It really
there are much better shows. There are shows that really challenge you. Some shows that are fun.
Name
there
three.
Are shows that, what?
Name 3 shows.
I'm trying to remember them because I watch too much television.
Well, now that I put you on the spot, you can't name them.
Family Guy.
No.
Oh God, no.
American Dad.
No.
American Dad is great in humor, but not in story.
Blunt Talk.
What?
I don't even know what that is.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. It's with that one guy.
It's a show with Patrick Stewart. It's really good. It's basically live action BoJack Horseman, and also BoJack Horseman.
Huh? So they got what's his name again?
up for me.
Okay. Thank you for that, Logan. It's very insightful.
It's very insightful, Logan. Now you must go practice with Gene and Scott.
Right after some Earl Grey tea.
Some Earl Grey tea, and also shut up, Leslie.
Oh my god, okay.
So mean to me.
I think we've gone on longer than we need to. I don't know.
We have, but it's not our fault. It's kind of Commissar's.
Oh, come on now.
Way to be a bitch and blame it on me.
Yeah,
dude, I would have thrown you under the bus in middle school if I had the chance.
I gotta defend my 2D brother.
Or the upper body strength as well.
Oh.
I mean, you would have just like,
if I had
you just flicked me and I'd just go to the ground. It's like, how can you be more stronger than me? And then you're like, how can you be more weaker than me? What's wrong with you?
I know. Like, I struggle picking up pebbles, but yet I can chuck your ass across the classroom.
I mean, I can lift more than you, but you can throw me around. Maybe you have superpowers, but they only work on one person.
Well, no, I used to be able to, like, put people into, like, pain with bear hugs and such.
Now I just annoy people with bear hugs.
Mm-hmm.
They're not even good bear hugs. It's like
they're just awkward. They're like
it's like the retarded kid, like giving you an overly long hug.
No.
I was
like
gonna
the
say
uncomfortable
more
kind of hug.
Dad giving you a son, we got some bad news bear hug.
No, it's more of like the creepy uncle, like giving you a hug and gripping your ass.
Okay.
That only happened once.
Yeah.
Once over like 3 different days, then apparently.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys got anything to plug or promote?
Free Charlie Manson.
Okay. How about you, Commissar?
Glory to the Messiah. I'd recite it in binary, but I don't think you have the time for me to do that.
Noted. Alright, how about you, Mark?
Well, I guess if you guys ever want to see my video or my slow descent into madness from this week's A Rose to Awakening, just drop into my channel, Dragonking Mark, or onto my Twitch, also Dragonking Mark. I stream on the weekends, or depending on if I feel like it, maybe stream depending on something that's interesting. Mostly just indie games and stuff, but feel free to drop in. You know, like, leave a like, dislike, click that little bell to subscribe to be notified when I stream or post a video. That sort of thing.
Yeah. Sorry to interrupt. Check out Commissar Vercingetorix on Twitch. Maybe I'll stream, maybe I won't. I don't even know at this point.
I need to get a life.
We all, don't worry, when we all get jobs, hopefully, we might have a life, but something tells me, no, we'll be coming back to this after work, be like, I hate my job.
Yeah.
If anything, if I were to be given the option of getting tons of cash, I would probably throw you guys under a bus. It's ironic because many people in my high school really said I would be the one voted most likely to sell them out.
Okay, Griffith. How about you?
And I was voted most unique in high school. Like, I don't know what that equates to.
Yeah, you actually were, because, okay, I want to tell this story real quick.
Okay.
Commissar was the badass punk kid in our school.
Ooh.
Where were you in my high school?
Well, I also had good grades, so I never got in trouble either. So I was the person who would get A's and shit, but also pelt you with a fucking tennis ball.
I had good grades too, but, you know, but I was still meh.
Bitch, you never made honors banquets as often as I did.
I just got A's and B's and an occasional C.
I mostly got C's and D's.
But then again, our school system's kind of a joke, but Commissar is that type of guy who can easily outmaneuver the joke, where he could basically, you try to set up a plan, he can already predict where the plan is going.
I wish we were in our high school, you would have made it way more fun.
And here I am today, laying in my bed drunk.
Not drunk, you're
in my bed in
tipsy.
PJ, staring at my desktop, staring at my monitor right now, just fiddling with my glasses.
Well, I've got a blanket over my head so that way I avoid looking at the ceiling fan.
Why does your ceiling fan disapprove of you?
No, looking at the ceiling fan while you're intoxicated just makes it worse.
Mm.
It does it for me. I don't know about other people, but
I don't know. I guess 'cause it's hypnotic. I don't know.
It swirls.
All of a
and
sudden,
it makes
he
me
feels
think,
like kill John Lennon. Kill John Lennon.
No, it's shoot Kennedy, man. Right.
All right. Well,
Like, why are you gonna shoot Kennedy for Jodie Foster?
Logan, you still there? What do you have to plug?
Yeah.
You got to plug anything? We're almost
Okay. You know who I am. I'm Outlaw Harvest. I make weeaboo videos.
Right. Okay. And I'm DZ Dog, and Justice for Pepito.
It's my last. It's my last episode.
Correct.
Everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, Commissar is your replacement.
Oh.
What?
You got promoted on your first day.
Exactly. Congratulations.
I can't even process what's going on. The fans distracted me.
Oh my god.
The fans like, you should listen to them, Commissar. You should. Also kill Kennedy. It's like, oh, okay.
All right.
Bill
Well.
Reagan.
Yes, I can tell. Commissar has already surpassed me.
Well, he does have a better connection. So.
Oh. Burn.
Oh.
All right. Well.
Savagery.
Good night.
This is getting too toasty for me, so.
Yeah.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Please remember to not tip your waiters because they don't deserve it.